So just before we wrap up, you mentioned your role within N26, a very prolific scale up, going from, as you mentioned, whenever you came into the business, 300 people and right up to 1,500 people. What were some of the greatest learnings that you can share with the listeners in relation to that scaling experience, Martin?
So they are all in the book. The whole point of the book was to write down these experiences. So, and we really did it because we tried to combine this with our learning from Thomas Lucas and myself, my co-author and myself, our learnings, but as well, we interviewed more than 100 people and have co-written it with 13 experts. So we really try to distill a compendium of scale-up pitfalls and how to overcome them. For me, the three biggest things are, we partly discussed it first, be crystal clear on your North Star. This is so important. I'm doing this now. I'm leading Techstars Berlin. So the first thing literally I've done is, even before starting the job, I've written a North Star for how we do this in the next 5 years. Our current Techstars CEO is as well super strong in this. Maëlle Gavet, she has as well written a very strong North Star and communicates this over and over again. I have seen many startup scale-ups who are not so good at this because it's the operational pressure often gets in the way to really focus on this. One ritual there is to organize regular offsites, at least 3 a year, I would say, multiple days, and carve out time to work on these different dimensions of the North Star. So that's one pitfall which I've seen, which can be solved with the dimensions we discussed. Second is, we talked about it, hire and retrain the AAA team. I have made errors in that one. I've compromised too much on hiring, in particular on the executive team or kind of leadership team. That's something, this is something so deeply important. Partly you need to dedicate 50% of your time in leadership recruiting. If it's not running, that's just the way it is, because it will save you down so much valuable time and just boosts your success so much in the future. And then finally, ensuring that you have always enough money in the bank. Again, we're talking here scale-ups and startups, companies that are usually not profitable and need external capital. They are often startup builders start too late fundraising. If we now invest in a startup, tells me, look, my run rate is 2 months, then something went wrong. They just started fundraising too late and possibly have not stick to the principles we discussed. So these are 3 learnings I took along.